Okay then, hopefully this will work now. Sorry for the shitty mic, but that's the only one I have. And what I'm about to do, I'm going to be playing Vampire the Masquerade Chapters board game to showcase this fantastic game. I'm so into it right now, and hopefully convince you to buy it as well. So to start us off, we need to set up the board, pick up characters and everything. So those are the expansion boards. They won't be needed, definitely not at the moment. Those are character cards. I'll pick them up. The game is set up in a way that you first play the tutorials of the characters that you either are interested in, or all of them, to get an idea of what they are like. And I will play through all of the characters and then pick up to 4. And we'll go from there. So first up, all of the boards are game boards that we'll be playing on. So this is the rule book and the storybook. And so the rule book contains all of the rules. There is a new version available online that you can download to check for potential erratas. There is also like just the direct errata that you can use that fixes some mistakes that they had in printing. So we will be needing that, but I'll put it down here. The storybook contains the description of events and how to set up boards and all of that. But there's also the chapters that contain the actual story. So again, something that will be used quite often. This part, this one is available online. The storybook is available online and on a website that I will perhaps try to show you guys. So that's the website that showcases that contains the fixed and corrected lore and everything, and events, descriptions, story, everything, how to set up stuff. So I will probably be using that one. But for now it's not necessary, so let's continue with the setup. So again, storybook available here as well, but I will not be using that one. For the game, there's cover, the reference cards for quick instructions once you understand the rules, just for a quick reference, and we'll have all of those will be actually needed, so let's take them out. So all of the things we'll be needing is pretty much everything. So this definitely is something that we'll need. And from this box as well, I will need a lot. So you need to have access to all of this at all times, really, to both of the sets of boxes. Because you'll be needing characters, you'll be needing tokens, you'll be needing all of those. Those are, I mean, not all of them at once, but you'll need them to read the story if you want, or you can use the app, of course. I see some items that I need to shuffle into the main deck. So yeah, for now, let's set everything up. So we will definitely need the items. Oh no, those are the effects. So let's pick the effects, let's set them somewhere on my table. Here I have the rest of the effect and the beginning of items. Sorry, as you can see, items. Yeah, they're all numbered, and the game tells you which kind of an item you can get and when. And the same goes for the effect. As you can see, there's a number here. So I'll just take them out now, alongside the items. Those are the disciplines for the character creative that can pick any of the available ones. I mean, 3 out of them, and all of them are available, but that's what now we don't actually need that. And we'll be building things as we go. So those are the items from number 39 up to level 1. There's a couple of items here as well that I need to shuffle into the box. 70, 71, and 75. I will do the shuffling in a second. What else do I have here? Commons, characters. This will be needed as I go. This is the masquerade status of your courtier and rounds once they are needed, and the initiative tracker. So again, things that might come in handy, and then the character boards, as well as the humanism. Those are the deals, the characters, so now I will definitely need those. We will start as a game go with all of the main characters. I could have put them in order, but I didn't, so we will go from that. And also a very important book somewhere, which is the feeding events, which will be necessary once we start, to make sure our characters start off each chapter as best as they can. So feeding events go here as well, because I need to shuffle. Where did I put it? Okay then, so we have the there should be a black one here. It is also. I'll default this from here, and I will move the box here. Perfect. So we have the table stuff. Now for the characters, like each of the characters card. We have Samuel Armstrong a couple of times, which is nice, you know, you can always copy it, of course. Let's pick one of each. And I'll be doing the intros or the introduction chapters of all the characters. And afterwards I'll decide which 2 of them I want to play. You can play as 1 character, 2 characters, 3 or 4. All of that has an impact on the game itself, on how strong the enemies are and stuff like that. But it also opens up your gameplay to more options. Thomas. Okay. Aren. And we have Aren. And now I'll use this to keep track of Aren. The choices I made in my fellow playthrough. I will take all of the Aurora cards. This one. And one of my levels as well. And those I will maybe be that ending. Okay, so those are all the characters that I've used. Those are the DLC characters. They don't have introductory chapters. They have their own chapters included in the game that can be done at certain points of the game. And now we have Luciana, Harold, Aren, Gabe, Thomas, Nico, Jane, and Samuel. I really don't remember the order that they come in, so I'll let you know without the game in effect. So that's basically what the setup. What we'll need is mask tracker, the initiative tracker, this is for notes taking. That might come in handy. And well, oh no, it fell. Got the pen. Now, of course, this will come in handy as well. That stands for that. Let's say I have everything set up right now, so let me put on screen the this isn't ideal. Okay, now like this. And let's start this up. So, first you select the chapter and you start with Prologue Gangrel. Let's play it now. So, this is Aren Conway, so we'll use a character board. We will use a card. That means you don't need those for the time being. So this chapter, as I said, the introduction chapters are played solo, but everyone can participate in order to get to know the characters. Allow me to set music on. Okay, that's a little bit loud. So, Prologue Gangrel Introduction. You open your eyes the dawn of night, and immediately feel yourself consumed with hunger. You go out looking for prey. Hopefully, you'll find a strong, muscled mortal just the way you like them. The wind blows softly over the botanical garden tonight. The fair weather has attracted quite a crowd. You hide in shadows to better observe your prey. As time passes, the flow of mortals diminishes. You're wondering whether you've waited too long when suddenly something draws your attention. Other vampires. You recognize them as acquaintances of yours, and they seem to be tracking prey on your territory. Something is up. You stay hidden and alert, watching one of the people they're following, a large man, heading for a white truck in the parking lot. His silhouetted face hidden by shadows. He circles the truck and unloads it, then unlocks it, opens the two back doors and takes out a shovel, which he throws over his shoulder before strutting back to the park with determination. Under the orange glow of the surrounding streetlight, you see his face clearly for the first time, and it's scarred. That face is the face of a killer. His face. 1990. Ochre crisis. These last few nights have been rough, as your people fight to preserve their lands. The army hasn't been kind to you, far from it. But tonight, your life will change. A man enters a small house where he found sanctuary about a week ago. In his right hand, he holds your brother, whose neck is broken. Although you are mortal, you feel sort of primal hatred consuming you. Only one of you will make it out of here alive. Okay then, and as you can see, I have information on how to set up the tables. Let me put it a little bit smaller. And now the objective of the mission is fight your opponents to the death. And action reveal your opponent's state card, but we'll do first. Let's go with the initial title set. After that, we will take the board, and we need tile number 2. This is the tile number 2. And we'll need the stands and everything. I was supposed to put in those items I got earlier. I'll see. Put them somewhere. I actually don't think I did. Okay then. So, what we need is we need to find Aren's figure. That would be Aren. And we need an uncanny soldier, which is number 1, which we need to find here somewhere. Oh, that's gonna be quite a challenge. No, it wasn't. Got it. That's figure number 1. now. Number 1. Twice. Here. And you'll see in a second why we do that. My cat is where he wasn't supposed to be. Yeah, we'll try to move it smaller. Chances are he will. So we have our board. I will put it like C. I'll make here. I'll make bottom here. This is the initiative tracker. Okay, so what we need now is Uncanny Soldier uses the Uncanny Soldier 1 state card with the human combat. And in this chapter, you will play as a character who is still mortal. You cannot use your vampiric disciplines or the bite combat card, nor can you use the black. Use only black dice when making skill checks during this chapter. In the rulebook, there is information on how to create the deck. So everyone has cards described here. So that's punch, low kick, guard, bite, slash, and spray. And depending on the different skills that you have on your attributes, in your attributes and skills, you will have some additional options. But since the character is mortal right now, she will not have any cards associated with her disciplines, which are vampiric abilities that she will gain once she is turned into a vampire. Now when it comes to rules, I do remember most of them, so I don't really have to check. But I did download the errata and check in case I double check if there's anything there. I also have a handy rule summary that I refer to sometimes when I need to quickly check the rules. But what's that right? Okay, let's Google it. So for the prologue, the skill in the description box should show say athletics and draw, combat card, leap and dash is athletics. So we can use all of the cards available to Aren as abilities that comes from athletics, draw and weapons. But she doesn't have any weapon right now, she might have it. Okay, so let's start putting that there. So now Aren. Aren Conaway was born and raised in Kanawaki, Sound of Montreal. Headstrong and unwilling to back down from any challenge, Aren got herself into more trouble than she can remember growing up. So her mother Through her mother, she gained a profound respect for the Mohawk traditions. When she was in her early 20s, the Oka crisis began, and Aren was on the front lines defending the land and the people she grew up with. When the army forced the band to abandon their barricades, Aren went home defeated. Instead of a warm home full of life, she found her house had been broken into. Inside was a man, holding the lifeless body of her brother. The man was dressed in Canadian Army uniform. That was the last straw. Aren jumped on him, determined to make him pay for what he did, for what he had done here, in this house, and for everything he represented. The soldier proved to be more than human and more than Aren could handle. Despite it all, she fought tooth and nail to the bitter end. And that might well be what saved her. Unbeknownst to her, her fight was being observed by one Yuma Mackenzie, a gangrel vampire. To this night, Aren still wonders why this man was spying on her house, but she is nonetheless grateful for his embrace. Aren embodies everything the gangrels aspire to be. She is fierce, bold, and strong. Now gifted with supernatural resilience and some wicked class to boot, Aren takes her class motto to heart, her clan's motto to heart. In the vampire world, only the strong survive, and Aren is determined to be strong. She will stop at nothing to find her brother's killer. So, Aren needs a basic deck. Let's give her one. The music tab. Let me go back and play it again. Let's spray, flash, punch, locate, guard, and bite. Now she also has one in weapons. So that's straight shot and fierce. She has nothing in stealth. She has 3 in athletic, which means she gets leap and dodge. And she has 3 in brawl, which means she gets those cards as well. This, here. Now let's write it down. I need to We want the one. Uncanny soldier, enemy. As the game already told me, he will use a stand-up. That one. They're all marked, so it's not that hard to look for them. This is cool combat tech. This is human. That's his deck. Okay then. So we have Uncanny Soldier. We don't have stamps. Here's in the stand. This is the tractor line. So as you can see, preparations are a bit well, they take a bit. Where do I put that? This is the tracker for skills and hunger level. But she doesn't need hunger right now, so let's put that. Oh no. I dropped one. Got it. And what else did I need? I need this. I need those. And this is to set up light and willpower. Okay, so we have Aren and we have our enemy. She will not need her humanity for now. But she will need this. So, the damage is the number that she can have here. The damage it goes up to 10, and it is her physical attributes times 2. So in her case the damage is 6. So in order to make things easier, you can find the unused points or below her limit or above her limit. here. So she can take 6 damage, and it goes from the arrow till the actual damage. So if it goes to 6, she still lives, but if it goes below that, she dies. And willpower is a combination of the social and mental attributes. So in her case, it's just 4. There are different things that happen if your damage goes below, above your limit. You go into torpor. If it goes above your willpower, you get fatigued, and if your hunger level is too high, you frenzy and you become a mindless beast that needs to feed. So for now, we are perfectly fine, and she is a human, so she doesn't hunger guide. Now the initiative is athletics. So her athletics attribute +1. So, or is it? I need to double check that. Let's refer to the rulebook. And this is my, as I said, this is not actually my. I will link this file in the description. But this is the rule summary that's pretty handy, because the book is quite long. So sorry, movement is athletics +1, and in combat sequence, okay, got it. So initiative is the physical values. In case of Aren, it's 3. So she goes here as a 3. And to build Aren's combat deck, we can select from all of her available cards minus bite, because she is not a vampire yet, so let's put bite aside. But we have lip, dodge, stray, and for the active card that we can have in this fight is the number of cards that are built from the active health, so the physical and mental attributes combined. So in her case, it's 5. So let's give her cards that allow for defense and cards that allow for attack. They have the cards have the name, if they do some sort of additional action, and if they are an attack type, defense type, and a mixed type. Mixed type allow you to use the cards for both defense or attack. The attack card only allows you to attack, and the defense card only allows you to defend. In this case, low kick is mixed. It adds 1 additional die to the roll for attack, but none for the defense. So we can have 5. Let's just do those that allow for attack and defense. I don't want any of those. And from these I want to pick 2. I mean 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we have 7, so I need to let go of 2. Uppercut seems nice. Armbar seems nice. Low kick seems nice. This adds attack and defense. Okay, slash 4, 5. So that's 5. So we let go of those 2 as well. Okay, so I've selected my combat deck. This one is needed at the moment. So we have a combat deck. For you, as a player, you can use those cards whenever you want, but you pick one. I mean, you don't have to shuffle or anything. So this is your hand. You can use any of them in your round, but you pick only one for a round. So you will see in a second what do I mean. Combat deck. But for now, you don't have any damage. And this is the Uncanny Soldier. Uncanny Soldier uses a human deck, as it is written on the state card. He has 3 line of sight. He has 3 initiative, I think, and it's a melee. And those are his information. So if you have 1 or 2 players, or if you have 3 or 4 players, if you have a card that of course is named special, you use this one. This is his health bar. It goes again from left to right, and it shows you how much HP point he has depending on the number of players. Sorry, I can't make it more visible, but basically here you have those points up to here for 1 or 2 players, for 3 players, for 4 players. And his initiative is 5, so that's actually quite a lot. But this is his initiative, as you can see here, and this is Aren's initiative, which is lower, so it means she goes second in the initiative tracker. So let's put his state card somewhere. Here, this is his card tracker. For now, he is not damaged at all. And this is his combat deck that you need to shuffle and then pick 1 card. Combat deck, and just in order for you to keep track of all the enemies, because they don't have individual cards for the initiative tracker, you use from 1 to 8, numbers from 1 to 8, and you have 2 of them, so you can just mark this character as 1. Okay, so I think we have everything set up. Now let's go back to the board. The board says that Aren is here. And this soldier is here. Okay then, so we're all set up. Let's continue. Objective: fight your opponent to death. Again, my music switched off. Let me put it back in. I need to make it in a loop. Let's go with combat music. This is official music available or given to us by Prologue Games. available on SoundCloud, I'll also link to it. That has the songs for the Vampire Chapters game. It goes for main theme, investigation theme, and combat theme. So that's the combat theme. I don't think I know that, so that's fortunate. But we'll see. Okay. So let's continue with the story. Reveal your opponent's state card. I already did that. Read event number 1. Just to show you, this is in the storybook. So the prologues, Aren Conaway, everything is here as well, but I'm using the online web because it's just easier for me at the moment. And on the other side of it, there is a conclusion, but I don't want to spoil anything for me. And to read the introduction of us, you need to go to this card. Really lovely thing. So we need to look for this book. Here's a booklet. The web version allows for much quicker going through because you don't have to browse through all the pages. You can just click on it. But nonetheless, I think it's just lovely, and you can read through it. Here's those pictures and everything. So I'm in love with it. I mean, it's just so great. For the time being, let's use that. Vengeance. The hatred seeping through your veins has become impossible to contain. You choose to attack. You still have a short time left to decide how you will kill your brother's murderer. You choose the method that will best satisfy your thirst for vengeance. Anger consumes you, and you fully intend on making that killer bleed. All you need to do is seize the kitchen knife on the table. And you can make a physical check of difficulty 5, which is quite a lot. Physical plus athletics. So she has athletics 3, which means it has automatic success in 3. And she needs to roll 3 dice that come from the attributes. Attributes tell you how many dice you can roll, plus things that you get from items or attack cards and stuff like that. So in her case, physical is 3, so she can roll up to 3 dice. And athletics is the number of successes, automatic successes she has for this roll, because it's physical plus athletics check. So she needs to roll 2 successes. And if you choose that route, you will have 2 outcomes, either a success or a failure. If something will happen. You can also pick another option that you will not try to reach for the table knife. But let's try and reach for it. I just need to find dice that I have no idea what I put. What did I do with the dice? No, here. I'm blind. I'm sorry. So you have red dice that are used once you are a vampire, and they're used in specific situations or when you're hungry. And that will come in the future. I'll also give an explanation as well, but now Let's take those 3 dice in hands due to have attributes card. And now I want to go for that knight. I have to make the check, athletic check of difficulty 5. Okay, let's use this. Rolling, and I have. Okay, so I have 1, 2 successes and 1 failure. I mean, yeah, but 2 was all I needed. So I actually have 2 plus the 3 that comes from her athletics skill. So I am successful in that roll. I rolled 5. 9. Let's read the success. Event. So set your character and the uncanny soldier on dedicated success. So we are moving here to the table. Aren grabs the knife, and the soldier comes to her. In an instant, you seize the knife and ready yourself. Take the kitchen knife, 41 item. I'll let us look for the item number 41. That's the item number 41. As I said, they are numbered. As you can see, it's item 41. Let's reveal it. It's a kitchen knife. When combined with a weapon combat card, plus 1 die to your weapon skill check. So nice. However, her weapon skill check is only 1, so that means I will roll for an attack. 3, 4 dice, so it's better to draw with her because you have much more. And I mean, 3 dice plus 1 success, but with this, you have 3 successes plus 3 dice, so that's much more damage I can do. Especially that the guy has 3 resistance, which is quite a lot. So Aren has a kitchen knife. Let's put it down here. And just to show you his card once again, he has initiative, which means where he starts and how fast he starts his turn. The attack that he can attack with. So he attacks with 2. That's basic attack plus additional attacks from the cards. And he has resistance of 3, which means he can protect himself from up to 3 damage before he starts losing his health. So that's quite a lot. 3 resistance, especially right now, right? So, yeah. That's the information you have. Add that kitchen knife to inventory. While in possession of a weapon, you can use certain combat cards such as Slash. That requires a weapon in order to be used. However, your opponent is not amateur. He charges you with extreme speed and violently knees you in the stomach, and I take 1 damage. So I start damaged already. Okay, it's my move. Read event number 4. Let's click on it. A flash of terror. Your enemy watches you without a word. He seems stronger and quicker than you, yet you remain unfazed. He swings before you have time to react. Combat begins. Your initiative is equal to your physical attribute level. In this chapter, you have an initiative of 3. Your enemy initiative is mentioned on his card. Take up. His is 6. Well, actually, it's 5 because we have only 1 player. But yeah, that's a mistake. Just to tell you, just to show you. Initiative 5. So I think they made a mistake. His is 6, which means he gets an effect. If both an NPC and a player have the same initiative, the player always goes fast. Your enemy state card indicates the initiative, the attack, and the resistance. NPC combat cards add a bonus effect to one of these 3 elements. Shuffle your opponent combat card, I already did that. Then draw a random card and place it down next to his first combat card. The Uncanny Soldier uses the human combat deck, as shown on the back of it. Despite a worthy adversary before you, you won't back off. You'd go to any lengths to avenge your brother. We defend number 5. Okay then. Ready to fight. Your opponent is fast. The thought that your efforts might be doomed from the start crosses your mind briefly. You try to avoid looking at your brother's body on the floor. Establish your active hand by selecting a number of combat cards equal to your physical plus mental attributes from your combat deck. Your combat deck is made up of combat cards available to you thanks to the levels in athletics, brawl, stealth, and weapon skills. Select the leap, uppercut, dodge, and 2 cards of your choice from your combat deck. Okay, so actually I can't select all of those I wanted. I have to go with leap, dodge, I can hear as well. And uppercut. The game tells you that. And 2 cards of your choice from your combat deck. Remember that you cannot use the bite combat card, they're the prologue since your character is the human. Here's the list of the cards available to you and the level at which you can use them. So yeah, we have those cards available to us. I want to use slash and I want to use armbar. I went for the knife for some reason, so I want to be able to use it. Okay, I have my combat deck ready. The time has come for you to fight. Let's continue. Choose your strategy. There are 3 types of combat cards: attack, defense, and defense. To begin, play the leap combat card from your hand and place it next to your card board. Attack cards allow you to inflict damage on your enemy, granting 1 or more bonus dice to your skill check. So we have to start with leap. Got it, so that's leap. As you can see, leap has +1 to movement and +1 to initiative once it's used. Initiative is permanent unless something takes it down, so next round I will be at initiative 4. And I have 2 additional dice to roll for the attack. I'm using leap. I active deck. They have also secondary effects that further enhance the attack. Similarly, enemies also have attack and defense cards in the combat decks, not mixed cards. Enemies' attack cards will inflict damage to your combat character, unless you manage to mitigate all of it. On the other hand, an enemy's defense card will lower damage you inflict them. With a dangerous gleam in his eyes, your brother's murderer prepares to strike. Okay, he takes the lead. Reveal your NPC combat card. If it's a defense card, your enemy doesn't inflict any damage to you this turn. Instead, add the resistance bonus from the combat card to its resistance level. That bonus is implied until the round ends. When you attack an NPC, reduce the damage they take by a number equal to their current resistance. However, if it's an attack card, add the attack bonus to his attack level, as indicated on the state card. Because you place an attack card, you cannot defend against his attack. Advance your damage tracker by the amount of damage your opponent deals to you. Move your enemy's initiative token to the right of the initiative tracker. This time is now over. Let's reveal the card. He has special number 1. So that's family reunion. You'll be with your brother soon. Attack target gets +2 damage. So with his 2 damage already, he attacked me for 4 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm currently at 5 damage. I only have 1. I'm moving in. Right of the initiative tracker, which means his turn has ended, but now it's my turn. Time to fight back. You attack with conviction. You're smaller than your opponent, but you won't let that phase back. Your skills count as automatic successes when making a skill check. You currently have 3 points in athletics, and so you have 3 automatic successes. When making an attack, roll a number of dice equal to your physical attribute plus the bonus granted by the attack party. So the attack card that I played gives me 2 plus 2 bonus dice, and I have 3 from my physical attributes, so I'm rolling 5 okay, so I rolled 1 success, 2 successes, 3, 4, and 1 miss. Yes, it looks like it isn't, but I really is here. That's why I rolled the blank one. So that's not a success. So 4. So I rolled 4 successes, and I have, because I used an athletic card, as you can see here, it says athletics, which means I'm checking my athletics attributes with that card. So I have 4 successes and 3 from athletics. So it means my attack is 7 damage. And I have +1 movement if I needed it, and 1 on initiative. So my initiative rises by here. And I have to apply damage on him. He had a resistance 3, so that's 7 minus 3, so I attack him on 4. So let's move it. The best way is to not move them on the dots, but between the dots. That's easier to keep track of, I guess. So that's what I use. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's his current damage. He has still a bit to go. Apply the damage to the damage tracker on your enemy state card. After you finish your attack, discard your attack card. That's my discard pile up here. Move your initiative token up 1 to 4 on the initiative tracker, since leap increases your initiative. Finally, move your initiative token to the right of the initiative tracker. Your turn is now over, and since all players and NPCs have completed the turn, so is the round. Return all the tokens to the left of the initiative tracker to begin the next round. Reminder, you can always spend 1 willpower point to reroll up to 3 black dice, and that's important because here you have the willpower. The willpower is actually used to re-roll up to 3 black dice if you failed and if you want them. So you can re-roll any die that you want, as long as you have willpower. I mean, up to 3 per 1 willpower point. So that's something that allows you to actually, survive a little bit longer. And when it comes to, you can only, important note, you can only re-roll the black dice. You can't re-roll the red ones. And the red ones comes with level. Okay, so the turn is now over. Let's move them back to the left side. And he picks up another card. And I can select one from my cards. Okay, then I will go for an uppercut. Uppercut will give him minus initiative, so we'll start next one with me. But on the same in the same time, I can use it as a mixed card, so I can use it for both defense or attack. So in case he will attack me, I can defend myself, and if not, I will be able to attack. Okay, so let's read the next event. The enemy strikes back. It's your enemy turn to strike once again. Draw a new combat card and random and place it down next to his strike card. He seems confident. You take position and decide to defend yourself against whatever attack might come your way. Okay, so I will have to defend, I guess. Food for thought. For this turn, play the dodge card. Okay, so it's a tutorial. I don't get to pick, which is a little bit sad. So I have to use the dodge card. That allows me to move further this turn and give me 2 dice. If he attacks you, you're ready to defend you. The fight continues. Reveal the NPC combat card and place it next to his stage card. If it's an attack card, you will take damage. However, since you use a defense card, you will reduce the total amount of damage you receive. As with an attack, use skill count as an automatic success. With 3 points in athletics, you have 3 automatic successes. Roll a number of dice equal to your physical attribute, plus the bonus dodge from the bonus dice that come from dodge, which is 2. So I will be able to roll 5 physical 5 dice again. If your total number of successes is equal to or greater than the damage that the enemy inflicts on you, you do not take any damage. However, if your result is lower, subtract the number of successes you rolled from the damage dealt. The remaining number represents the amount of damage you take. Adjust your damage tracker accordingly. Let's continue. So, he does a punch, and he goes up initiative, and his initiative by 1. He attacks me. His attack is 2. So actually, I defended his attack. Because I do have 3 automatic successes that come from athletics. But nonetheless, I can still roll up to 5 dice. We can do that. So I have 3 successes, so my defense right now is 6. If the number of successes you rolled exceeds the damage the NPC attack has dealt, take 1 resistance token for each point in it. You can discard a resistance token to reduce the damage you receive by 1. If you have any remaining resistance token at the end of the round, discard them all and gain 1 class bonus to initiative. So I actually take the resistance tokens. He attacked me by 2. I protected myself by 1, 2, 3, 6 dice. So I take 4 resistance tokens. Okay, I only need 2. I need more. Those are the resistance tokens, which means if I'll be attacked this turn again, I have additional resistance tokens to spend on the defense. That is if there are more attacking, right? But since there's only 1 of him, I will get additional points to initiative. His turn is now over. Your opponent's eyes shine with malevolence, something that doesn't reassure you in the slightest. He seems too confident of the outcome of your fight. You decide to err more on the side of caution and take a defensive stance. A protective shield. Now that you've defended yourself from your opponent's attack, your turn is also over. Discard your defense cards and move your initiative token to the right of the initiative tracker. The round is now over. Place all the tokens back to the left of the initiative tracker. In case your initiative is higher than your opponent, if you play a defense card, accumulate your resistance tokens. You can then spend them to reduce the damage dealt to you over the course of the round. If no NPC has attacked you this round, or if you have at least 1 resistance token remaining, do not forget to increase your initiative by 1. So I move my initiative by 1 because I do have resistance tokens, but I discard them because there's no other person to attack. So we move ourselves to the left, and we continue the round. Just an FYI, your initiative can never go beyond 6. For someone in a life or death situation, you remain surprisingly calm. Probably because you know your fate depends entirely on your ability to remain focused. These next few minutes will be crucial to your survival. It's your enemy turn. Draw another card at random and place it face down to his face card. Your opponent looks just as vigorous as before, but you won't give in. Play the uppercut combat card for me. That's the uppercut. This is a mixed card, a versatile type of card that can either be used as a defense or an attack card. If you are attacked before your turn, you can choose to use the mixed card as a defense card. On your turn, you can use the card as an attack card if it hasn't been used yet, or keep it as a defense card to use to defend against NPC that play after you. So you have a choice, you either use it as a defense or an attack, but if you use it as an attack, then you won't be able to defend with it. You're not sure what your next move will be. Should you attack or defend yourself? Maybe the best strategy is to simply wait and see what your opponent does before you're deciding on a move. New assault. Your enemy cracks his knuckles. The disgusting sound makes you wince for a second, until you realize he's trying to intimidate you. It's time for you to unveil your new strategy. Reveal the NPC combat card and place it next to its state card. If it's an attack card, you must decide whether or not you will use your mixed combat card as a defense card against your opponent, or keep it as an attack. Choose wisely and resolve the attack accordingly. Next, move the NPC token to the right of the initiative tracker. His turn is now over. Okay, so let's see what it's doing. He is using a special, which is +2 damage, which means he will attack me using 4 strength. And 4 strength will kill me, because I have only... Okay, so I'm using this one as a defense. I don't get any additional rolls, but it's a roll card, which means I have 3 automatic successes and I roll 3 cards. I have 1 success, which means I defended myself with 4 points, 3 from brawl plus 1 from my skill, and he attacked me with the strength of 4, which means 0, so I don't get attacked. Now I don't know if I attack, if this gets him the initiative down. That is interesting, but it doesn't say it has to connect or do anything, so I guess he does lose initiative. So this initiative is now down. I use it for defense. So let's continue. Last callback. In previous turns, you have only used combat cards as interactive. However, you can also do the following turn during your active turn. You can move 3 hexes, and the number of moves you have is actually not 3 hexes. You can move up to your athletics level +1. So in case of Aren, it's actually 4. Perform an action. Use an item card, take 1 or give 1 to an adjacent player, or use a combat card. Use a willpower points. Use the blood to mend damage, perform a blood surge, or use the self-discipline, or do nothing. If your maximum willpower is equal to your mental and social attributes, in this pose you have 4 willpower points. Note that in this prologue, you do not have access to this feature, which is blood, considering the fact that you have not been embraced yet. You've used all the different techniques at your disposal, but the enemy remains strong and difficult to put down. You grit your teeth, filled with rage. The grand finale. But the battle is now over. You feel as though it lasted for hours. You're exhausted, yet you still have enough anger left in your glare at your opponent. Normally, a combat is over only when one side has been defeated, the coterie or the enemies. For this prologue, we will end here. If Uncanny Soldier damage on the tracker is more than 8 points, you read. But no, I only damage him on 4. So I read event number 19. No way out. Your enemy was out of your league. Your attacks haven't had the desired effect, and his riposts have left you feeling weak. You're on your knees, spitting blood and saliva. The pain is suffocating. He leans over you and grabs your face with his disgusting fingers. A sadistic smirk is etched on his face as he draws nearer to you. Nice try, don't feel bad though. It's alright, after all, you get to join your brother now. He takes out his machete and hugs your chest open. You crawl out in agony and immediately collapse. Your vision blurs and you feel the breath of life slowly leaving you. And then, a different kind of agony takes hold of you at the thought that you couldn't avenge your brother. Your enemy kicks you one last time, but you don't even feel the pain anymore. Finally, he leaves you, abandoning you to your tragic fate. If you pick up the kitchen knife, this item is now part of your coterie's inventory. You may equip it before chapter 1, or any of the subsequent chapters. It counts against the 3 items you are allowed to begin a chapter with. Okay then, so I get to keep the kitchen knife for my playthrough now. So I'll take it. This is my coterie's inventory. I'll put it here. And this is the end of the Prologue Gangrel. You can now read its conclusion in the storybook. And the conclusions are not in this book. They're of course online, but they are in the storybook. So as you can see, this is the conclusion here as well. I gain 1 XP point each, and I will explain in a second what that means. So, conclusion. You died that night. He left you to agonize in your own blood as you felt your life leave you bit by bit. Your brother's corpse lying right next to you. Suddenly, an animal stench pervaded your nostrils. Soon after, the silhouette of a mysterious stranger leaned over you. You thought, well, you should do the trick. The stranger lifted you with complete ease. He brought your neck to his lips, and as you let out one last breath, his long hair caressed your face. A metallic liquid filled your mouth and escaped the corners of your lips. Shortly thereafter, a bestial roar escaped you, and you jumped to your feet, longing for blood. Current day. Your mind erased that remaining fragments of your past, namely those that helped you survive alone during the first long and tedious winter. You barely knew who and where you were back then, yet somehow you managed to overcome it all. Today, you know you are Gangrel, free, ferocious, and full of pride. Tonight, your brother's murderer has trespassed on your sire's territory, giving you another chance to seek justice for his death. The park's dirt will soon be soaking up blood. Reward gain 1 XP each. And you may now play other prologues or read the campaign introduction. And this is a note that I think it's quite important. So if you do the prologues, you are rewarded. I mean, each chapter gives you rewards, and one of those rewards is XP points that are used to improve your character in an RPG kind of way. So you can spend them on points and all of that. The card is actually, you have the information down here. How much points everything costs, and you can improve your attributes, your skills, and your disciplines. So yeah, quite important. So let me mark that down. So for this playthrough, I have the kitchen knife and plus XP point for all the characters I'll be playing in the playthrough, in my playthrough, and it's like permanent. So if I do all of the prologues, I get to keep the X for all the characters that I will start with. So yeah, call it as you will. That's unofficial rules of the game. So for now, I will close it here.